Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you made it. Today I am going to be making some coasters, and I did not hit record on the very beginning, so I apologize. I have some Lux resin mixed up, and I put my Satori White from Eye Candy pigment paste into my resin, and I am just going to pour a bottom layer. I'm working bottom to top on these coasters. So I'm going to pour a thin layer of the white and let that cure up and move on to my next step. These are rather thin coasters, so I'm not quite going halfway up in depth of the coaster, if that makes any sense. I'm going to just push it to the edge, make sure it's in the corners, make sure they're basically the same width throughout all four of them. Kind of hard to tell, but I think I'm pretty close. I will give this a spray of isopropyl alcohol and I will set it aside. Alright, so for my next layer, I have some fabric from quilting squares left over. So I'm going to try to put them in my coaster. I've never attempted this before. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if I should be even using the tack it over and over. But I guess we'll find out if it messes up or not. Also, I had taken the squares and coated them in white Elmer's glue. I let them dry. I used my heat gun to help them dry a little faster. And they kind of curled up a little bit. They didn't stay flat. So maybe I should have put some parchment paper over them while they were still a little wet. I don't know. I feel like they would have stuck to the parchment paper maybe. I don't know. But we're going to go with it. We're going to see if we can make it work. It's a little curled up here and there. I'm going to press it down into place as best as I can. And I will keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't pull up and curl while it's laying flat in the coaster. And like I said, I've never tried this before. I probably should have YouTubed and see if somebody else has done it. I'm sure somebody has done it. I probably should have learned a little before attempting it, but hey, I like to learn the hard way. So yeah, see how it's curled up? I don't know. I think I'll be able to press it down there. And I coated it in the glue thinking it needed to be sealed so it wouldn't run. And I honestly don't know if material will run in resin. So, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Or maybe you already know. Maybe you've already done this. If you've done this, am I doing this right? I am going to just press all these down. And I'm going to put something on them and try to weight them down. So instead of sitting through all of that, I will just do all four of them off camera and be back when they are good and stuck. I'm going to use my heat gun as well to try to speed it up a little bit. I feel like the curling of those corners is going to give me trouble. It seems I push it down. I'm trying not to break the seal, but I push it down and it pulls up. Hopefully having the weight on it will hold it in place. Alright, I'm going to do all four of these and then I will be back. Well, that went better than planned. I am now going to add my top layer. The squares stayed down. I did have them weighted down with some heavier jars. I had a jar of sand and I was trying not to make it too heavy because I didn't want to dent the white layer underneath. So I split up some jars of sand and did it that way. Seems to be pretty good. Alright, so I have my crushed crystal from Unicorn Art that I have poured in. No, I didn't pour it. I sprinkled a little dab into my resin, and now I am pouring my resin for a top coat. So I'm going to pour that top coat, and as you see, I have it sitting in my G3 from Resiners, and I do have a discount code in my links in my description if you want to get your hands on this curing machine. This has saved me so much time using this. I love this machine. And you can also use this machine to cure your UV resin. I haven't done it yet. I've only used it for my epoxy resin. I will be trying the UV setting though, coming very soon. I am just making sure it is going to the corners, and it does seem to be pulling away from the corners and the sides, so I am going to need to make up a little bit more resin. I guess I didn't estimate close enough. Story of my life, I either make too much or too little. It's not very often that I get it spot on. I will just need a little bit more here. I need to space these out a little bit too. I probably shouldn't have a paper towel underneath them, but in case it dribbles, I like to just have the paper towel instead of cleaning up that silicone mat, which isn't that hard to clean anyway. I just want to try to save it a little bit, make it last a little bit longer. Alright, get that in there, make sure it is all up to the edges. Get a little bit of a dome on it. You can see there that that one pulled away quite a bit from the edge. There's a big gap over there. Get this last one, and I'm going to take a look from the side to see if they are domed equally. And those look pretty good. So I'm going to give it a spray of isopropyl alcohol. Then I will set it aside and I'll be back for demold. These coasters are good and cured up. So it is time to take them out. Not much of a reveal here because you can see what I'm doing. Take that out of there. It looks pretty good. I'm glad that the material stayed in place. I was worried that it would bubble or pull up or pull away from the side. But really there wasn't much of an issue. I have a little bit of overage on the top that needs to be trimmed on a couple of these. So I will take a nail file probably and just sand it down and make it smooth. And I think I want to do something to the edges of these. Not sure what just yet. I need to think about it for a few. But I don't like that you can see the white and the clear where it meets, and you can see the material, so I want to cover that up. Alright, let me go take a look through my stash and see what I want to use to put around the edges of that. I don't know if I want to use rhinestones or beads or maybe just a marker to highlight it. I don't know. We'll find something. I'll be back. Alright, decision made. I am going to use some bling wrap. I'm going to just cut a row. I think one row will be good 2 rows is a little over the edge, so I think 1 row will be perfect to cover just where the white and the clear meet, and it'll also cover the piece of material in there. I am just running it around to see how much I need. I am going to cut right there, and then I will cut my single strips out. These scissors are not the sharpest scissors I could be using, but it should be pretty easy to cut this anyway. So I am going to just cut down, all the way down 1 row deep. Like I said, I think if I did 2 rows, it would stick over the edges of the side. And I just really want to cover up that line anyway, so 1 row is going to be fine. So I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to grab my B7000 glue, and that's how I'm going to attach them. I'm going to start at a corner and work my way around. That way, if it doesn't fit all the way around, at least it'll be on a corner and it won't be noticeable. Move this out of my way so I have a little space here. Grab my B7000. Hopefully it doesn't give me too much stringy issues. And I'm just going to go around, double check just to make sure it is going to cover what I want it to cover. And that looks good. So I will grab my B7000 and run a bead of glue along that edge. And hopefully I don't have too many struggles with these glue strings. We know how notorious this B7000 is for glue strings. Alright, I'm going to put that in the corner, press it down as I go, hold it and pull it, press it down. Pretty easy and straightforward. I'll hold that for a second, see how my corner rhinestone lines up, and then put some glue down the next side of it. That lined up good, so I'll grab my glue and run it down that seam and glue down this next section. I think this was a pretty good solution to covering up that seam. I was thinking about maybe a silver marker, chrome marker or something, but I always like to bling it out when I can. And I thought this was a great opportunity to use some bling. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to go around and press it down a little bit, make sure it's all in place. Pull some glue off on my fingers as I'm doing that. So I have glue strings going from the coaster to my finger. I want to make sure that corner is lined up pretty good. And I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to just go ahead and do the rest of them and be back. They are done. And I think they look pretty good. I really like that I was able to put material in there. I love the pattern on that material. It's left over from a quilt. And putting the bling around the edges, I think worked out really good. Crushed crystal on top, of course, to make it sparkle. What do you think? I really like them. I'll have to make a coaster holder for them. And that is all for today's video. I will get you some final pictures. Thanks for watching.